Hey, welcome back to the buffer. You with me, JT. Hey, listen, let me talk to you for a minute. Have you ever been in a place where the moment you realize that you know better, but you did it anyway? Well, the buffer is a place between what you feel and what you choose to do next. I want to keep that in your mind. Because today we're talking about a little thing that's closer and then unusual. I told you before that we're going to talk about things that's going to make you uncomfortable. We're not talking about a theory. We're not talking about a concept, but we're talking real life. Because there's a moment that almost all of us can recognize, even we do not like to admit it. That moment when you knew better, but you did it anyway. You felt it in your body. You felt that signal. You felt that pause. You felt that hesitant. You heard that quiet liner, inner voice that says, hey, slow down, but you ignored it. Am I hitting home yet? It's not because you're careless. It's not because you're broken. It's because speed was speaking louder than your wisdom. And let's be honest, fam, you didn't need more information. You didn't need no more advice. You didn't need someone to warn you. You already knew. You knew that something, this message out was not wise. You knew the conversation that was happening was too early. You knew that you agreed to commit to something that's going to cost you later, but you stayed silent or speaked up requiring more thoughts. And you moved. That moment lives in all of us. I'm not saying I'm any better than all of you all. I just understand that we follow the same thing sometimes. Sometimes we just don't have instant regret because we said it was justified. We told ourselves it was fine. We told ourselves that we just needed to get it done. And we told ourselves that there was no other choice. But later, when things slowed down, when the emotion passed, we felt it. You know, that quietness that you get in your mind and in your spirit, in your body, to let you know that you should have waited. It's like it talks to you and say, nah, fam, y'all should wait a minute on this one. You should have slowed down a little bit. Maybe you're moving too fast. People are trying to tell you to do something, and instead of you thinking it all out, and I was warning you to think it all out, you just gave me a quick answer, and that quick answer puts you in a place that makes you uncomfortable. Pressure. Here's what comes about it, is that when you allow this to take over, it doesn't mean that you're weak, but it means that you rush things. You was in a hurry to sometimes put things about. Most regrets are not born from bad character. It's born from unbuffered decisions. You know, no pause, no space, no time to choose instead of reacting. It's not failure. It's being a human. And this is why we try to introduce the buffer to you. This is why the buffer matters most to you all, because it's not about an idea. It's not about a show. It's about a practice. It's about teaching you how to protect those moments of pressure, to give you permission to pause when the world's telling you to hurry, to remind you that clarity does not live in speed, it lives in space. And that's why I keep telling you to slow down and let's take a breather, let's take a breath, a 10-minute, 10-second recap, or let's just slow down long enough for us to get our thoughts together. So ask yourself, what decision are you standing on today that you've already know the answer to, but speed is trying to get you to rush past it? I mean, like, what are you sitting on right now that you know you have to address it? You know that there's something that needs to be done, but you feel something in you saying, just take a breath, take a step back and look at it from a different lens. But you still feel that you need to get this out of the way. You want to go ahead and give a quick answer, knowing that the right answer may be delayed for a minute. It's not that you're aware that the decision needs to be made. It's not that you don't understand how to go by making it. It's just that you rather just get it out the way and be done with it. What if the next time when you're facing something before you take an answer, that you say nothing or do nothing, but just for a moment? Let this feeling pass. Let this urgency soften. Let your choices and clarity instead of emotions. Because most of us avoid the pause is because our emotions are driving it. We have to look at how our decision is going to shape our tomorrow. That's why I want to introduce creating a space. This space exists for moments just like this, where you feel that you need to hurry up and say something, but you know better. But in order for you to keep peace or just keep it going, you just go ahead and do this. And then later on, you pay the consequences. Moments when you know better, you want to do better, but need time to choose better. What's wrong with having that space, fam? What's wrong with creating this moment where you can sit here and say, you know what? I'm going to stay right here and wait for a minute. I'm going to sit here and say, I understand what I can do, and I know that this is probably the right thing to do, but I want to make sure that this is the timing for me to release or to submit or give leadway to. The pause. And I believe if you create these spaces in your day-to-day activity where you can sit back and reflect, analyze, and look at multiple choices. What is plan A? What is plan B? What is plan C? And if I have to go past plan C, then A and B were not good choices. How long does it take you to run through that process in your mind, A, B, C choices? How long does it take you to sit back and say, if I do this, this is the consequences of that? If you haven't implemented that, maybe it's time for you to sit back and say, you know what? I'm going to create this buffer or this space and opportunity for me to evaluate the possibilities of my quick response. My quick response, not timely response, but quick response, because I know that what I'm saying now is not the right thing to say, but I know better to do it in another way. But because you have pressed me, or I've allowed pressure to get on my left side, I'm forced to respond quicker than what I would. So I go ahead and fall victim to that. I go ahead and share that. Think on that for a minute. And while you're thinking, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified from the upcoming message that I'll be sharing here on the buffer. Remember, the buffer was created for just creating a space between your feelings and what you choose to do next. The question to ask yourself is, what are you going to choose to do next? After all the information that I've shared, how about choose to get on next week and hear what I have to say to you from what the buffer is revealing to you? The buffer